Friday, August 23rd, 2019. It's 9:07 a.m. and I'm calling Lapeer County Central Dispatch to try to make a complaint against the person that took my call yesterday and refused to put me through to a state policeman. Ma'am, I need to speak with a Central Dispatch supervisor. Who am I speaking with? Hi, Susan. My name is Richard. And I need to speak with a supervisor.
Okay, hold on, please.
Who is this?
Mary, can I help you?
Hi, Mary. Are you a supervisor?
This is Mary.
Mary, I'm calling to make a FOIA request for the call log for yesterday of a call that I made in. And I also want to make a complaint against the person that took the call. I believe her name was Carrie.
Okay, you'd have to talk to our director if
Okay.
you need a FOIA request.
How do I make a complaint against her? I believe her name was Carrie.
Well, you'd have to talk to our director.
Okay.
Jeffrey Sikowski.
That's for both issues?
Yeah, the FOIA for
and
your
then
information.
the complaint against the person? Okay. And
Yes, that would be our director.
Okay, and who's
He
that?
handles all that. Jeffrey Sikowski.
Sikowski? Do you have a number or
Yes,
contact?
Okay, hold on just a minute. Let me get that. Okay, the admin line is 667
217. That's 810? 667-0217. Thank you, Mary. Bye now.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Today is Friday, August 23rd, 2019. It's 9:19 a.m. and I'm calling the director of Lapeer County Central Dispatch, Jeffrey Sikowski, phone number 810-667-0217, to make a complaint against, I believe this woman's name is Carrie.
This is an emergency. Hang up and dial 911. Thank you for calling Lapeer County Central Dispatch. If you know your party's extension, please dial it now. For dispatch and general inquiries, press 1. To reach the administrative assistant, press 2. To reach the director, press 3. Hello, this is Jeff.
Hi, is this Jeffrey Sikowski?
Right.
Mr. Sikowski, I need to make a FOIA request for a call log from yesterday, and I also want to file a complaint against the dispatcher that I spoke with.
Okay. What's going on?
Well, it's a long story. It's very complicated, but I was told to call the Michigan State Police to file a complaint. And I contacted the Michigan State Police, and I got Central Dispatch and I spoke with a woman. I believe her name was Carrie, and I tried to make a complaint, and she read me the Riot Act and told me she knows all about me, and she said that there's no one in Lapeer County that's hurting you, and no one's. I've got issues with Lapeer County employees, and she's telling me that no one in Lapeer County is doing anything to you, and judged me. And then when I started getting upset, she put me through to. I asked for her supervisor, and then I spoke with her, who put me through to the Almont police. I need to speak to a state policeman, and she refused me, put me through to the Almont police. Almont police told me that they couldn't help me. They were going to take me to Macomb County, and the Almont police woman said she was coming at 2 o'clock. She called me at 5 o'clock, said she wasn't coming, and I'm getting nowhere. I'm getting the runaround from Lapeer County, and I'm in a situation where it's life or death. I haven't had running water in my home since November 2017. Lapeer County Department of Health and Human Services botched a job, destroyed my home. They installed a water heater that failed 3 times within months and destroyed my home. I'm not responsible for it, but I tried to act as my attorney, and it's impossible because the Lapeer County wouldn't allow me to act as my own attorney, and this incident has escalated to the point where I have a warrant out for my arrest. I was instructed how to get this thing resolved, and I need to speak with a state police person. This woman judged me on the phone, telling me, "I know who you are. You've been calling for 2 years." How dare she talk to me that way? She judged me, and then instead of helping me out and putting me through to the state police, she puts me through to the Almont police that did nothing again. Now, what I want is I want to file a complaint against her, and I want the FOIA request for that call. All calls from yesterday.
Okay, what's your address?
Sir, I'm not getting my mail because I'm disabled, and
No, I'm not going to mail you something. I need your address so I can look up the call.
Oh, okay. Yes, it's Almont.
Okay. And what time did you call?
It was sometime before, say around 11 o'clock or something like that.
Yesterday?
Yes. It was the state police that told me to call the Lapeer County Post. And Lapeer County Post, they didn't have anybody available, and I said, I want to speak to Lapeer State Police. I don't want Almont Police because Almont Police are part of this. They're the ones jerking me around, and I also want to file a complaint against a Lapeer County Adult Protective Services worker that lied to she told me to call the Lapeer County DHHS crisis hotline, and I called them for months. She told the Almont police to have me call this DHHS crisis hotline, and they would help me out. So I called that DHHS crisis hotline for months, and then one of the agents told me, she said, well, I asked, why isn't anybody contacting me? They said, they did some research, and they said that ELAINE STOUTENBURG of Adult Protective Services said that I am in no danger because I have a grocery store right across the street. So we cancel all calls. And I tried to explain to them that that's a lie. She lied and said that the grocery store is right across the street. It's a mile away. I'm disabled. I can't walk. In 2015, I broke my collarbone in 4 places trying to ride a bike to get to the grocery store. And she lied. She lied and and said that I'm in no danger, so I can't get help. So then when I tried to file a complaint against her with the Almont police, and the Almont police threw me out, said there's no crime.
Okay.
And I still haven't gotten any help. I have
What help is it you need?
I have no running water. I haven't had running water in my house since November.
Running water.
Yeah, no, they destroyed. Lapeer DHHS workers botched a job installing a water heater that leaked 3 times immediately, and I've been trying to.
Why would Health and Human Services be doing the plumbing job?
They contracted it through a plumber that I.
DHHS didn't actually do it. A contractor did.
Right, and the contractor botched the.
Contractor.
The company went out of business, and then they were bought out. It's Porter and Heckman. They botched the job. They did it all wrong. Legally, I am not responsible for the job. I had proof of it, and
What happened? What went wrong?
it was done wrong. They plumbed it wrong. It was done exactly. It was done all wrong. I have master plumbers and everything to prove it. What they did is.
Hold on. What actually was done wrong? What did they plumb wrong? Why don't you have running water?
They plumbed it wrong, and it leaked twice. And the third time, it caused $15,000 worth of damage at my home. I called them in November. 2017. I said, bring your plumber out because it leaked for the 3rd time, and they ignored me. Legally, I am not responsible for that job. I've proven that, but I went to an MA.
I'm not a lawyer, so
I told them I've been trying to fight them ever since. And I've gotten everybody under the sun involved, including State Legislator Gary Howell, Senator Kevin Daly. Now I have Governor Gretchen Whitmer involved in this. And what they did is they botched a job, and rather than fixing their job, they covered it up and figured that I'd die off or give up. And in the meantime, I've been trying to fight ever since. I've gotten my case in front of everybody under the sun. The Almont police refused to get involved. This woman, Adult Protective Services agent, put my life in jeopardy, lying to the crisis hotline, saying I've got a grocery store right across the street. That's a lie. And then when I go to the Almont police to try to file a complaint, they're covering for her, and they refuse to take my complaint. And then I have a video of it. In April I went in to try to file a complaint. They refused to take the complaint. When I tried to file a complaint against the officer that refused to take the complaint, the chief of police threw me out of the police department.
What was your name again? So your last name? What's the phone number you could use then?
810.
And is that the number you called from yesterday?
Yes, sir. Sir, please understand, this is a matter of life or death. I haven't had running water since November 2017. I have proof of it, and Lapeer County's just letting me die. And idiots like that dispatcher's telling me that I've been taking your calls for 2 years. You've been saying you've been dying for 2 years, and you're still alive. That's what this woman's told me in the past. This is the same person. I'm calling Central Dispatch for help, and this clerk is giving me her opinion of me, and then she refused. I need to speak to a state policeman. I need to file a report with a state policeman today. That's what I need to do. And they did all she did was.
Do you have the phone number to the state?
No, I can't do that. I get through to when I call, they put me through to Central Dispatch. Central Dispatch is Cindy. Cindy told me yesterday, I don't have a state policeman. Best I can do is.
Wait, Richard, try and calm down just a little bit. I'm listening politely.
Well, can I ask you something, sir? I hope you understand. Can you picture yourself in my situation? I'm disabled. I'm 68 years old. Disabled. I can't walk, and they destroyed my home. And I'm living in an uninhabitable house with no water. And this is so complicated, it's unbelievable. I tried to get water in May, and I got arrested. I got thrown in jail. I got beat up, and now I'm trying to.
put in jail.
Yeah.
For what?
What
was the charge?
Driving without a license, trying to get water. I drove.
So they took you to jail because you were driving without a license. That's pretty uncommon.
Well, it's an ongoing case, and
were you actually in jail?
yes, I was.
If I call the jail right now and ask for the records, you'll have your name there.
Sure. It's the Macomb.
Sure?
It's Macomb.
Yeah.
It's yes, Macomb County Jail.
Macomb County Jail.
Yep. Yeah.
So you were down in Macomb County and they took you to jail.
Right. And I was there for. I'm 68 years old.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
I drove my car illegally trying to get water. I was without water and food for 4 days. I was delirious.
Where at in Macomb County were you when they picked you up?
It was in Romeo. It was a state police.
So Romeo took you in?
Yeah, the Michigan State Police, and the police officer refused to let me take my wallet, which had my money. And when I got to jail, the next day they gave me a $100 bond. When I didn't have the $100, they just left me in jail. I went on a hunger strike, and on the 23rd, I had like 3 or 4 jail guards come into my cell and beat me up. And
Pretty serious allegations.
Oh, I've got a video. I've already got it. I've made a complaint, and I've got a video that's supposed to be ready today. But I'm also.
You have a video of them beating you up in jail?
That's what the officer said. I was in a medical ward cell that had cameras. And I'm disabled. I was laying on a concrete slab for days, and they refused to give me a cane. And when I was calling out for help, I couldn't get up even to go to the bathroom. I was waving to them and calling for help, and they about 3 or 4 guards ran in and beat me up. And I have a video. I have a video. I've already contacted the police, and they supposedly have it ready yesterday or today, and that's just another call that I have to make. If you really want to, you think I'm crazy? Why don't you go? I've probably got over 70 videos on my YouTube channel as clear-cut proof. If you think I'm crazy, go take a look at them. You want to see my YouTube channel? You want to see Lapeer County corruption? I've got full evidence, and instead I'm being ignored by everybody under the sun because I caught them. I caught Lapeer County DHHS screwing taxpayers. They botched a simple job that destroyed my house, and instead they've left me to die ever since. Almont doesn't want to get involved because Lapeer County is covering it up, and the Lapeer County prosecutor won't get involved. You can listen to all those videos, and I can show you that no one's done anything. No one's put anything in writing. All they're saying is everything's been investigated and there's no crime, so good luck and go off and die. And in the meantime, I haven't done it. I've been trying my best to fight against a broken government, and I'm being put to death. That's the end of the line.
Hey, Richard, do you live by yourself?
Yes, I have no way of getting food or water, and they know that. They know that.
No way at all.
No, that's the problem. I was without water.
So how are you eating right now?
I'm not. No. I'm the meals.
When was the last time you ate?
I ate yesterday. I have food, but I have no way of getting food. And
how do you get the food?
I don't. It's hook or crook. No, you know what? Don't ask me how I'm surviving. Ask me how I got it.
Well,
Ask me.
You are telling me you have no way of getting food, yet you're getting food. I'm curious how you got it.
By hook or crook. I got to beg people to do it, and I have no reliable way of doing it. Don't you understand?
Who did the food you ate yesterday?
My neighbor.
That was very nice of them.
Yeah, but after 2 years, that gets old. I can't do it anymore, sir. In 2016, in 2016, I had a job offer. I had a buyer for my home and a chance to move to a warm climate under doctor's orders. And the state of Michigan, after allowing me to buy a car, plating it, paying insurance and taxes on it, told me I can't drive it until I pay almost $6,000 in driver oversight fees going back almost 16 years. So I thought I could work things out with the state of Michigan and get that resolved and keep my job. So in the meantime, I applied for help.
Where were you working?
It was a job offer that I had.
Where at?
I created it myself. It was to.
Who offered you the job?
I created it myself. I'm a
You had the job offer. That means somebody else offered you it.
No. The thing is,
What job did you create then?
wait, stop. I'm a certified financial planner. I had several elderly clients, and one was in particular elderly that wanted me to travel to Kentucky and Florida. She was looking to sell her property and purchase other property. She didn't know where she wanted to go, and I was going to manage her estate. And I set up a company, an LLC. I set it all up to offer estate management for elderly people. I know what I'm doing because I'm an ex-certified financial planner, and the state of Michigan wouldn't allow. I tried every department and agency under the sun to try to get help, and I still have. I filed a complaint in July of 2017 with the Michigan Department of Civil Rights, and I've still got that open because they did absolutely nothing for 2 years, and they on August 7th I talked to my civil rights worker Charles Archie, and he said he was investigating my claims for my job. He refused to. He tried to get away with dismissing that based on the Freedom of Information Act, saying, well, that's a long ago, but he didn't. I've got an ongoing case with them because this guy did absolutely nothing. When I called to complain, I've gone through this story so many times, and it's going to deaf ears that could care less, and they laugh at me when I get off the phone. You want to hear something? Go listen to my video of my DHHS crisis hotline, me begging this woman for help, and this woman, I got the video of this woman going, after she thought I hung up, she's talking to her friends going, ha 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 ha, did you guys hear that? And they never called me back. And the thing is this Charles Archie was supposed to forward a $15,000 court of claims case against DHHS workers Rhonda Lansing, Tanya McCrory, and Adult Protective Services worker Steve Atkinson, who covered it all up. They botched the job, he covered it up, and I gave him proof, and he was supposed to file a court of claims case. And when I contacted him in September, he said, yeah, I'm working on everything. Everything looks good, and I'm working hard on it. I called him on December 28th. And I asked him what he's doing about my job, about my case. I asked him what he did with my court of claims case. He didn't know anything about it. And I'm asking him questions, and he said, "Well, I'm dismissing this case," and he hung up on me. That was December 28th. He had 30 days to send a detailed explanation why he dismissed my case. He never did. I've talked to I believe it's 4 different supervisors that said they were going to check on it, and they were going to research it, and they were going to open the case up again, and then they stopped. They refused to respond. I've got all those calls on tape. I have proof of everything, and it doesn't matter if I can't get. There is no law in the state of Michigan if the state of Michigan is going to murder innocent disabled senior citizens. I can't get my issues resolved. I'm being murdered. I don't know how else to take it, how else to explain it, and to have that your dispatcher judge me, that's not acceptable.
Okay. I'll go ahead and have a talk with her and tell her not to do
No. I want to file a. Do you understand? Do you understand that's gross negligence?
No, that's not real.
What did she do for me? I asked for a state policeman. I don't want the Almont police. The Almont police did nothing for me.
Jurisdiction of the Almont Police Department, that you have to.
And they didn't respond. I need to speak to.
Then your issue was with the Almont Police Department.
And I've already done that too. I've got cases against. I need to speak to a state policeman.
Okay, then you should call the state.
I did. I did, and they get me through to dispatch. Aren't you? I don't understand. If you're the head of dispatch, don't you understand all this?
I sure do, and I'm telling you how it works.
Okay, I just did, and they told me that she told me that she's got nobody in the area. They've got that I have to talk to the state police. I said, or to the Almont police. I need to speak to a state policeman. How do I do that?
Well, the state police told you.
I do that, and then I get central dispatch, and I got this person. What's the matter with you? I talked to Cindy. I just told you I talked to her yesterday, and she refused to allow me to talk to a Michigan State policeman. Then she said the only thing I've got for you is the Almont police. The Almont police told me that Laura Black called me, and she said I can take you to the Macomb County court and to I have a warrant out for my arrest. She said I can take you and have you arraigned, and she said I'll pick you up in 10 or 15 minutes. That was at 2 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, I got a call from your central dispatch, and I was on the phone with Governor Gretchen Whitmer's office, and I didn't. She left a message. Laura Moore's right outside, and when I call, and no one knocked when I called back. That was at 5 o'clock. When I called back, she said to call Laura Moore. She said she was there, and she said call her office. I called her office and left a message, and she called back saying that she's going to be out until Monday. I'm going right.
Anything else you need right now?
Yeah, I wanted to talk to a state policeman. Are you Central Dispatch?
You call 664-2905.
And when I get Central Dispatch, then what happens?
That's the state police phone.
Okay, you're saying give me that number again, sir.
664.
Wait a minute. Wait. I'm sorry. I've got. Okay, what is it again?
664-2905.
And that's Lapeer.
That's the Lapeer.
Now, am I going to get Central Dispatch, or am I going to get Lapeer?
That's the desk at the post.
Okay.
You can tell them that Central Dispatch referred you to them because you don't want Almont police.
Sir, I'm making a FOIA request for that call, those calls.
Okay. You can fill out the form and we'll fulfill that for you.
Where do I fill out the form?
You can download it right from our website. You can pick it up on our
How can I pick it up if I can't walk? Give me your website address and the.
Lapeer County 911.org.
Wait a minute. What is it?
Lapeer County 911.org.
I can't write that fast. Lapeer County
911.
org, and that's a form,
Yep, it's right under the menu there. You can download it.
and that's for a FOIA request.
Correct.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
November 2019, I'm calling Jeffrey Sikowski, the director of the Central Dispatch for Lapeer County. He told me to go to his website and file a FOIA request, but there is no way to do it.
and dial 911. Thank you for calling Lapeer County Central Dispatch. If you know your party's extension, please dial it now. For dispatch and general inquiries, press 1. To reach the administrative assistant, press 2. To reach the director, press 3.
Is this Jeffrey Sikowski? Mr. Sikowski, this is Richard Schwartz. I spoke with you earlier this morning, and you told I'm trying to make a FOIA request for the conversation that I had with your dispatcher yesterday. You told me to go to the website, and there's a place to file a FOIA request, and I don't see it. I'm looking at your website. I can't see it.
You download it.
Are you saying there's a form on your website? I'm looking right at it.
Yep.
Well, I'm looking at contact numbers. I'm right at. Okay, wait a minute. I'm right at the home page. Where would it be?
Freedom of information.
Okay, services.
Public awareness, child missing. Oh, Freedom of Information Act. Okay, I got. Okay. How do I get it to you?
Can I email it to you? I'm disabled. Sir, I'm disabled, and I've got no way of getting to the post office. My mailbox isn't. I'm having problem with my post office because I'm not getting my mail. I can't walk up to the post office or to my community house, so they stop my mail at the post office, which is another issue that I have to deal with. I don't. That's the problem. I'm having a problem. They stop. I can't walk, and I can't get up to my community house. So the Almont post office stopped delivering, and that's just another issue that I have to deal with. I have no access to anything. I'm stuck in my mobile home without water to survive. Email. What's wrong with email? What I don't understand. Why would you use something as outdated as fax? Email takes a second. All it does, sir. I have no access to anything. You have to understand. I'm incapacitated, totally incapacitated in an uninhabitable home without running water. I'm 68 years old. I can't get around. You got to give me. Do you know what you have to give me. I can't get it to you. I have to. You have to give me a way to get it to you. I have no way of getting it to you. Okay, and then what? Okay, can you? Okay, why don't you do this? Can you email it? Can you mail it to the Almont police, and I can pick it up there? Okay. Do you know how long that takes, sir? Okay, so I'm asking today, so I should have that by next Friday.
We have up to 5 business days.
Okay, and then you will send that to the Almont police, care of Leo Hager. Well, I just know him, and he knows about my case pretty well. It doesn't matter. It's just I just want to make sure that I get it.
Why that particular officer?
I'm on a time frame, sir. You have to understand. I'm trying my best to defend myself, and I can't get any help, and I can't live without water. Sir, let's not go through this. Why don't you come to my house and see what Lapeer DHHS did to my house? Don't try to put the onus on me. They destroyed my house in November because they rigged it up all wrong and it leaked 3 times. There's no way that I'm responsible. Take a look at my 8/31/2017 video of the Adult Protective Services worker Steve Atkinson coming to my house with their plumber and how much is it? How do you take it? How am I supposed to get you any of them if I'm incapacitated? You got to give me reasonable accommodation, sir. That's it. That's the okay. Okay, I can pay. Okay, they'll take cash. Okay. Okay, and then I got 5 days, and I'll get the actual audio of that lady talking to me the way she did. Okay, and I can't remember if I talked to more than one person that day. I just want to make sure that I get every conversation that I had with your department that day, because I made tons of calls. But okay. Sir, you don't understand. When you're dying, what else do you expect? You can't say this to me. You've had a full belly and you had water. I haven't had running water for 2 years, and Lapeer DHHS is covering it up. And what they want me to do is they want me to die off before I get this legally taken care of. That's why I've gotten to the point where, sir, I'm at the point where Governor Gretchen Whitmer is involved in this. That's why any help that you can give me would be really appreciated, Mr. Zukowski. Okay, thank you. When you say you're going to let me know, are you going to email me or what? Okay, do you have my phone number? Correct. Okay, perfect. Thank you, sir. You too. Bye now.
You told me it was 810.